Hi Neil.
Oh,
I'm
hi.
gonna come for a little drive.
Yeah, move the spaghetti.
Okay, I'll miss the spaghetti, glasses, juice. How nice of you to pop by on this beautiful sunny day.
Wipers work.
Wipers work. Wow, you really have a... This is a completely different experience from anything I've driven before, I think.
This vintage has such good visibility. This kind of 60s. You know, the pillars are small. There's lots of glass. It's not always steamed up like this.
No, well, it's also the weather is not exactly ideal, is it?
No.
But
actually, the defrosters work okay. So
that is good for a Lancia. None of my Lancias have defrost.
Well, once you've guessed at how the knobs work, because there's no instruction at all, so you have to lift the bonnet and figure out what they're actually doing.
And probably being Lancia, it's probably like red means cool and blue is cold.
Yeah, I think that's up and down. And
Okay.
that is whether you want air or not. Outside air or not.
Ah, okay.
And then the heater is here for hot and cold. So yeah.
That's cool. I like a good when you actually turn the...
Yeah, and they work.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's nice. And right-hand drive, because it was owned by a businessman in Genoa who was chauffeur driven everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's probably one of those
Cool.
one of the latest.
Well, before you head out, I just want to do some details from the interior here. These are really cool.
Yeah.
Are these original?
Yeah, I think so. I think pretty much everything on it is original. So it's 68,000 kilometers now, because I drove it. I put 2,000 kilometers on it myself now.
Yeah. Well, you've added to the percentage of the car's mileage and original rubber mats.
But I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's the original mileage, because it was just basically run around the city to ferry this guy around.
That's amazing. And this is all original interior.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice to sit in.
Yeah, it's really not.
This is great.
It doesn't feel like it's sort of worn out.
No.
Oh, there's a couple of things that don't work, like the dip on the head. I can't get high beams to work.
No. But you can just tell it's a good car by looking at the chrome and everything on the shifter and your blinkers.
It's got a really nice
stuff.
horn. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah. Perfect. Very nice.
Terrorise the pensioners of Genoa.
It's all kind of a bit, what would you say, avant-garde as well, design?
Well, I mean, they all are, aren't they, Lancias? Always have that kind of feel about them, that somebody
Designed
with
it.
a bit of flair designed it.
Yeah.
Huge big trunk.
Let's have a look.
Oh, a few old bits of junk in there.
Yeah, good stuff. Good little
A
neck
little
rest.
shout out for Stefano, the fisherman.
Oh yeah, good.
That's who I bought it from.
Thank you, Stefano.
Very nice guy, very helpful.
Yeah. There's a lot of room in that boot. It's not a car that I've really looked at before as owning, but now that I see one, I understand it.
Yeah, I know, it's a funny one. It looks like the person who designed the front had very little to do with designing the back.
Yeah.
And that's...
And it's not just that, they actually put it in production.
But from the front, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of unique. You know it's a Lancia when you look at the front.
Yeah, and then you think of the coupe, which is completely different.
Mm-hmm. It's all there, isn't it?
I could probably spend hours just looking at all the details on the car. It's just it's just so much coolness in this thing. It's ridiculous. Like this L in the
Yeah. There's all that kind of stuff.
This thing is...
Look at the engine.
Oh, of course, that'd be great. I just have to walk around it. It's so bizarre. I can't get over how bizarre it is. But I like bizarre. I like things being different, basically. So definitely I'll take this. Yep. Speaking of different,
Yeah. There's a lot of different in here.
the engine's down there somewhere. Oh, there we go.
Flat 4.
Flat 4, little boxer. And you drove this all the way from Lake Garda as well, didn't you?
Lake Como.
Lake Como, yeah.
This is the only thing that failed. That's why it's a little bit short there. The fuel line appeared to be deteriorating rapidly, so I had to shorten it.
So European ethanol fuel.
Luckily, yeah. Luckily, there was enough on there for me to get it back.
Yeah.
But this is the Lancia feature. The old, they normally work off a thermostat on the side of the radiator.
Yeah.
For some reason, this is supposed to be manual operated. The fins on the front of the radiator.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Normally that works automatically. Haven't you got that on your Flaminio?
Yeah, I got that on the Flaminia. Yeah.
See?
Well, it's probably good to have it manually because I'm sure that they did fail on the
other ones, yeah.
On the other ones.
But this radiator won't accommodate that thing, so I don't know if the radiator's been changed or what's been happened. But that looks like it's supposed to be worked manually, but there's no sign of anything in the...
No.
And if you pull it, it just springs right back.
So what year is this?
62.
62, yeah. That's pretty much when they came out, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be 61. Perhaps.
61, yeah, so it's...
Yeah, I'm not sure actually, yeah.
Early, yeah. So it's fun, I recognise a lot of Flaminio bits here and there as well, you know.
You do, don't you?
That fluid looks a bit... It's supposed to
The
look...
fluid is okay, the actual reservoir is quite mucky.
Oh, okay, that's probably why.
Yeah, I looked at that. I'll have to take it off and clean that at some point.
Yeah.
It is a bit alarming. The brakes work really well.
Oh, that's good. That's reassuring. You got discs on this, isn't it?
Yeah, all around.
All around.
All around discs.
Wow.
Yeah.
The build quality looks amazing.
Well, that was perhaps why they went bust, was it? They just
they couldn't tone it down
themselves.
Wow.
Yeah, I got little pieces of wood here as well that Stefano.
I think that's Stefano's
also
handiwork. Yeah.
Woodwork. So maybe get some
rip that out.
A new one of these or something. But
Wow.
seems to go well.
Oh, well done.
Actually, we took the long way back from Italy. We came through. We went to the BMW Museum in Munich and then the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart, and I think Stuttgart or wherever it is.
Wow.
So we came a long way back. So it was about 2,000 kilometers. At about 60, 65 miles an hour or something like that.
Yeah, well, if I had a bit more time, I would have joined you. That sounded like a good trip.
You were invited.
Well, look, if you need to drive back or anything, I'll be much more flexible the upcoming time. I'd love to do a road trip.
Maybe with my little Appia, that's got to get to Italy at some point. The Appia has to go to Italy.
Oh, that sounds like a good trip.
So maybe that would be the one. Yeah,
I'll be up for
that's a 2 or 3 day trip for sure.
Just give me a few days warning, that helps.
Yeah.
Oh, that's absolutely great. I'll just have a look at the door here.
Spring works on that door. That's another nice feature, how they make the door...
The doors stay open.
Yeah.
They stay open.
It's things like that you kind of notice when you've got, when you own them. That they thought a lot of the stuff through.
Yeah. Look at the door shuts on this.
I don't know if it's been resprayed a lot or what's going on. I don't suppose it's all the original paint.
And they must have had a respray. It's so good condition. But then again, if it's been garaged and taken care of, so somebody's babied this car pretty well.
Well, the chauffeur, presumably.
Yeah.
His job depended on it.
Look at that. Look at the map, for your documents in the back.
Important business documents.
Ashtray. I got to open here as well and have a look at that dashboard. That is something else.
And those indicator stalk, they do cancel.
Wow.
On the other car I have, they don't cancel at all, and I thought, well, perhaps they never cancel.
Yeah, well,
they cancel on this car. So that must be. Think of the mechanism there. Goodness knows.
Yeah.
How
Well,
that's
that's a job for another day on the other car, isn't it? But I remember seeing before I was into Lancia, I was looking at one of these Flavias and I saw the dashboard. I saw this here, and I just thought it was so awesome.
And this is the wash wipes thing, or
Yeah, the
wash.
vacuum.
Yeah, and it works off a vacuum. And you can tell that it's trying to work, but it's not.
It just needs
quite make
to suck it up, I think. Yeah.
But something is not allowing it to work.
I did
and
it.
also the trim is that bit of trim should be stuck to the door,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but it's become stuck to that. So, you know, that might be
well.
something to be renewed at some point.
Well, to be honest, you're not actually going to drive it too much in this kind of weather, are you?
No.
It's just today was a special occasion where you could come down here and say hi and show me the car, but
it'll be looked after.
Yeah.
Properly. I don't think a bit of rain will do it too much harm.
no, it'll be fine. It's just so great, the features on this thing. So the story between me and Neil was that when I was really itching for a Flaminia, he had a project. I might put up a picture or a little video I have stacked in the phone somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And just by that video, you should understand why I didn't go for the project. I'm fairly happy. So poor bloke in Australia is struggling with it now.
It's
But
in Australia. He's struggling. I haven't heard from him since.
he probably
Hopefully-
thought cars don't rust in England.
Hopefully he's happy with it, with what he got.
Oh, it was a running car. That's
It was
something.
right-hand drive. That was the thing that I think convinced the
Appealed him, yeah.
Australians to buy it. And then I had that other Flavia Zagato, which also has gone to Australia.
Yeah.
As well. Right-hand drive.
And he actually had a very nice 2300 Fiat Coupe as well. And
Which is
she
sold.
sold. So I should have bought that 2300 Coupe of him in that condition, whereas I did end up buying a wreck of one instead. Hope you don't mind I'm filming a bit. Excellent, good seeing you.
Yeah.